Hey guys, welcome to Miner's Haven. So today we're going to be setting up an endgame setup to get you to Rebirth. So this setup works with Rebirth items as long as you know how to set up your Rebirth items. So basically this consists of a upgrade loop that upgrades the ore to 500 million with Pharaon blasters and a cursed ore purifier, and then as well as what am I trying to say here, Schrodinger's, and then you have your upgrade loop to upgrade the ore if it's successful. And this setup is really tight in your base, so I recommend you don't place any walls down. It'll make things a lot harder. So what you'll need, well, you'll need 2 types of teleporters. 3 will help out a lot actually, so get 3 of them. Next, you'll need portable ore advancers. You can get 30 or 60 if you have a Tesla resetter. You'll need probably 20 to 50 of Pharaon blast upgraders, depending on how much ore you use or what type of ore you use. And also, if you want to do 1 or 2 of these setups, you can. And then I would get 2 of these. I would get advanced ore scanners, and then you can get plasma conveyors as well. And if you have enough money, you can get flaming ore scanners or orbital upgraders if you know how to use them properly. What else do we need? We need, oops, wrong section. We also need ladders. Ladders will prevent the ore from going out of place as well. Also, you'll need wide converters as well, or just conveyor converters. I think that's pretty much it, and we'll do more things as we go along as well. You can also get lunar refiners as well if you can afford them and have enough points for them. You can get you need unstable conveyors, so make sure you can get a bunch of those as well. Let me go ahead and buy a bunch of them. And then again, for teleporters, if you can afford it, get a couple of these green ones and a couple of these as well if you want. I think you only need like 1. Alright, so first we're going to start with the cheapest upgrader, the blue one, and go through with the upgrade loop. So we're going to go like that, and then put down our converter. And then next, we're going to put down the cursed ore purifier, which I do not have on me right now, so let me go ahead and purchase that. And buy like 1 million of these. There we go. Sorry that my inventory is kind of messy. I did not organize it at all. Alright, so next, you want a wide conveyor right here. And why is that? Because this will make the ore go directly through the middle of the Pharaon blasters, and this works with any type of ore. I usually use diamonds and stuff like that. If your Pharaon blasters do start blinking, however, you want to probably get rid of a couple of them until they stop blinking, or when the last one blinks at least. I just noticed I need to buy a lot of this stuff. Alright, so next, you place down a bunch of these. And again, guys, I've been getting like a lot of negative comments that like my endgame setups suck, and these people don't realize that endgame setups or rebirth setups in general are kind of both the same thing. They use luck, because that's the whole point of the Schrodinger, is that it uses luck, so you can get a valuable ore that'll instantly make it rebirth. And honestly, good luck trying to rebirth when you're making trillions or even quadrillions a second, which it's like impossible to make quadrillions a second unless you have like obsessive rebirth items. And I can make quintillions a second because I got the proper rebirth items for that. If you are using Newtonium, you don't have to make this Pharaon loop at all, by the way. At all. So, okay, so we need 1 more right there, actually. You want to make this as effective as possible. So next, we can start putting down our unstables. I don't know where those are. I can find them. Let me go ahead and buy some. Unstables, there you are. Alright. So next, place down your unstables going this way. Oh crap, it's dark out. Let's see if I can get some lights going. That way you guys can see this better. Actually, I'll just wait until the night ends and then come back. Alright guys, it is now back to daytime, that way you guys can see that easier. I understand I could continue at night, but I can just go ahead and pause right there, so it works out fine. And if you can't get the unstable conveyors, you can use just regular ones, but it won't be as fast, and it may affect how well this performs. And I don't know where my unstables went. Okay, there they are. The new inventory system, it's it's okay. Okay, so next, you'll need a conveyor converter right here. That way they go exactly down the middle. And then you could just continue your ferrons, if I can find them. Okay, there we go. I am going to use diamond ore for this just because it's small and effective and it drops really fast, and the mines are also small for that. I think for diamonds I usually use around 25-ish of these. I think this would be good enough after I have a couple more of them. Alright, that should be good. So I'm going to put a pink teleporter here, and you can also set up this same thing on the other side as well. It may look a little bit different though because the turn is opposite. Oh, I forgot. That's what the ladders are for. Go ahead and get more ladders if you haven't already, because I obviously didn't get enough. You're going to need a lot of them. They're cheap and effective. Okay. So what we do with these ladders is we place them like this. That way our ores don't fall out. And these are so useful for Schrodingers, because what happens is that sometimes when the ore explodes, it just goes flying, and it doesn't work out very well. So this prevents it from doing that. Obviously, since this ore is not like moving, it's just moving around on the conveyor, you can place walls down here too and have a little bit more room. So I'm going to go ahead and place a wall down, and same if I have to do another one as well. Alright, so now that we're done with that, sorry that was kind of slow. So we have our pink teleporter here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take this diamond box real quick. Alrighty, so next for our pink teleporter, we're going to go ahead, actually use green, because for the Schrodingers, if you use a bunch of green teleporters, it's going to be expensive, so just use green for that. Alright, so next, place your teleporter right here, or anywhere you want on your base, whatever is suitable, at least for your upgrade loop. You can always make your upgrade loop first, or whatever you want to do. So this is where the Schrodingers come in place. This is kind of up to you on how many you should place. Generally, most people do 10 to 20 of them. I usually do 12 to 15. I never usually go over at all. So just remember, the more you have, the less chance you'll have at getting an ore, but also if you do get a successful ore, the more likely it is to have more money in it. So I've seen people go over 20 and they never ever get ores unless they sit here and wait for like 10 freaking million hours. So that's not going to work, obviously, because there's not enough room for the ladders. So again, go ahead and make your turn right here. And you can also place a plasma right here just to protect the wall, because they do get stuck in between here sometimes. So we'll find our plasma. Alright, we got our plasma. So like that, and then you can place your ladders. So this will prevent it from shooting out at all. It will happen, but this prevents it like 90% of the time, because sometimes they'll shoot on top of it, or they'll shoot out in the middle of the lane, but this will overall protect it all the way. Walls are also effective, but again, since there is an explosion, they're not effective all the ways. This server is quite laggy. I'm sorry about that. I should have did this on my private island, but that's okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's just place 10 of them so I can show you quickly on how well these work. So okay, so next you can make for your upgrade loop or any kind of color you want. I'm just going to do pink and then place them accordingly. You're going to have to make a huge lane for these, because sometimes they do explode pretty far. So I'd recommend maybe 4 to 8 of them. I'm going to go ahead and do 6. And it also helps to place ladders around here as well, because if they do explode out of range, then they'll still bounce off and hit the teleporters. And obviously, it's going to take a while to place these, so I'll be back in a second. Alrighty, so now that we're done doing that, let's go ahead and start making the actual upgrade loop. Again, use your Rebirth or code items. That will really help you, and I greatly recommend doing that. So we're going to go ahead and place it like this. We're going to have to leave a little bit of room on the side for the large upgraders. So next, I'm not going to do lunars. You can do, no, not lunars. What am I trying to say? Portables, because those conveyors take a while to set up. Actually, I'll go ahead and do them, but I'll just skip around and such. Alright, so I'm going to place my lunars next. So at nighttime, I'll get a ton more money. and a higher chance to get a lucky ore. And it doesn't really matter how you place your percentage items, it all multiplies the same. At least I'm pretty sure it does. So since I have a lot of rebirth items, obviously my upgrade loop is going to be much larger than yours, unless you also have a lot of... I'm not going to use every rebirth item either. Okay, so let's see here. We have a Twitch upgrader somewhere around here, unless it got deleted for absolutely no reason. Okay, there we go. So we can do that, and then also we can put some scanners down. Advanced ore scanners. And then either you can put a teleporter here, which I'm going to do. Actually, no, a teleporter wouldn't work. Just because you need a different type of teleporter again. So I'm going to go ahead and do some I can do a corner with unstables. I know that inventory noise is annoying. To some of you folks, at least. And then we can go ahead and place walls down. Just regular walls. There's no need for ladders. And walls are pretty cheap too. They're in the millions. They're more expensive than ladders, but they are better in so many ways. Alright, so now that's done. We can go ahead and place our Tesla. Will we have enough room for this, actually? I have no idea. And we will. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and place my Tesla. I understand I can put a lot more upgraders down, but it's not really necessary. Wherever the heck my Tesla is. Okay, there we go. So the Tesla basically resets all status effects so you can make another upgrade loop. And then you can put portables alongside here and make another conveyor system for that. And this is pretty much up to you guys on how to assemble your thing again. So I'm going to go ahead and place a couple of these down on either side. Upgrade it 40%. And basically, again, do what you want with it. And it's going to vary between everybody because, you know, we all have different items. And obviously, I have, like, every rebirth item in the game. And some people are always like, oh, I don't have a Twitch upgrader. What can I replace with it? It's kind of obvious that you can't really replace it. Just use whatever upgrades percentages without limits. It's that simple, guys. It's not really that complicated. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of finish it here. I'm going to put a Dreamer's Might or whatever furnace you want. Do what's most effective. I don't recommend Dreamer's Fright, though, because if you do get a lucky ore and it goes negative, then you're out of luck. You're out of money. You're just completely in the dumps now. You just lost everything. That happened to me once. Alright, so now for the fun part, we get to place down our diamond mines, which I need to go ahead and buy those. And obviously your setup's going to look different than this, and I encourage you to make it different than mine. Diamond mines. Alright, let's get started with this. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a straight shot down. And again, the more load you do put on this Pharaon setup, the more inaccurate it's going to be. So just be aware of that. Let's see here. Okay. And now we can go down the line. What's cool about this new movement system is that, you know, you don't really need to try to place it. It just kind of moves down the line as you go. So I'm going to take out my blue teleporters. Obviously, I'm going to probably need more of these. Except I've just placed them both like that. Where they're both going to hit it. And this works too. Darn it, it's so laggy. And then, well, when I click place, it like takes a second. Alright, see how some of these are kind of missing it? They're kind of missing upgraders. That's what happens. That's why I recommend setting up 2 of these. But again, you'll have less room in your base. And obviously your upgrade loop should be much larger than this. So you can get the most money you can. So let's go check out on how good these Schrodingers are doing. And I have Undactylion, so I don't think per second is going to pop up at all. So as you can see, we're having lucky ores, and our chances are pretty high because obviously we only have 10 of them. So we just got 3 lucky ores, so we can go ahead and check to see if we actually get any money out of this. Again, if you have Newtonium, there's no need to do the Pharaon suppressor loop. You just go directly to the Schrodingers because they actually don't really upgrade anything at all. See, I didn't get any money per second out of that, unless if it's lagging really bad. I have no idea, because my money is just way too big for it to calculate. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this setup. Again, choose what you want to do with it. it's completely customizable. You can change it to how you like. You can have more of these if you want. You can have a bigger upgrade loop or do whatever you want with it. Just be smart about it. And again, I recommend 2 of these Farron suppressor setups, one on either side of the base. And also you need room for these as well, or your diamond mines or whatever mine you want. I recommend diamond because it is small and effective and also fast. And it works well with the suppressors, or the Farron suppressors. Suppressor, I don't think it's the suppressor, it's the... I don't know, honestly, but I'm just going to call them Farrons because there's another endgame one that's much better. That's pretty much it for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, leave some comments. Let me know what other videos you guys want for Miners Haven. Don't forget to check out my social media, and also my groups and stuff like that. I'll see you guys later. I hope you enjoyed, and let me know how this setup works out for you.